What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Chase for the Checkers. I am your host, Matty NASCAR, here to talk about North Wilkesboro. We are back. We've been back. We've done the All-Star race, but our first points race in, 30 years, something like that, something crazy. I'm excited for that. It's going to be good. Another Sunday night race, so, knock on wood. It is, there's no weather, anything like that. But yeah, I'm going to try to make this short because I am traveling here soon. So I've still got to pack. Didn't pack yet, and I'm leaving in about an hour and a half. So, got to make this quick. So if you notice that when the editing of this video, usually I'll do the driver's picture of the car and it goes the whole length that I'm talking about it. May not be that, so it may not be the best quality this time around. I do apologize, just in a time crunch. For those of you who are wondering, might be wondering what's going on, that's why. So, going to skip the review from Atlanta. Not a whole lot to talk about. We really just had Ryan Blaney. We had him, and then we had Seabell. So, in the matchup, so against Hamlin. But we're going to move on. We're going to go with top 10 picks. It is a pretty bread and butter card. 5 top 10s, 5 winners. Didn't really do anything for the matchups. Didn't do anything for, any other props or nothing like that. Didn't have a whole lot that I liked. So, 5 top 10s, 5 winners. And we're going to start with our first top 10 pick. That is Ryan Preece at plus 155 on DraftKings. Now, this is going to be a popular pick because him and the next guy that I have, because he's a short track guy. He won at Bowman Gray earlier this year. He's, usually a pretty good pick for these types of races, your New Hampshires, things like that, Martinsville. So he's going to be a popular pick, and at plus 155. I really like that we got him at that price. Preece has, at these types of tracks, so your Phoenix, Iowas, Richmond, Gateway, New Hampshire, those are kind of your similar tracks to North Wilkesboro here. He's got an average finish of 20.71, or I'm sorry, that's his speed rank. Average finish, he's got an average finish of 14.9. So, that is really good. He's got 2 top 10s since the start of 2025 at these types of tracks. And I believe he had one at Martinsville, which isn't on here, but it's also similar. No, finished 12th at Martinsville. But RFK guys have been really good. They've had some speed. Lately, it's been a little bit off, but I just think this is the type of track where he can get a good finish. And I like the plus money. We're going to move on to the next probably heavily betted top 10 pick. And that's going to be Josh Berry in that 21 car at plus 280 on DraftKings is what I got him at. He's another one. Same thing. He got his start on short tracks. It's how he kind of went through the ranks to get notices on these types of short tracks. 21 car's not been good. Penske, obviously Blaney won last week, but Penske as a whole hasn't been as fast as what we have gotten used to them being. So this is really going to be a testament to see how good is Berry going to be here, because he's already announced he's leaving. There's a chance that he's a no-show. But at plus 280 for a guy who has done, really well at these types of tracks. In fact, he has a 14.6 average finish. He's got 4 top 10s at these types of tracks. And he also got a top 10 at Martinsville earlier this season. So in 2026, he wrecked in Phoenix. But his speed rank at Phoenix was... Well, I guess that's because of the wreck. Never mind. Forget I said that. Anyways, Josh Berry, that is another good pick. Again, just a road course guy. Short track guy. You're going to see his name a lot. But it'll be good to see, is he going to be worth taking at any of these other tracks moving forward if, they're just kind of out to lunch because they're not really putting a whole lot of effort into it because he's leaving. I don't know. We'll see. One guy who is known for effort is Ross Chastain in the number 1 car. I've got him at plus 230 on FanDuel. Ross has been coming around a little bit. Trackhouse has had their problems, has their issues, but I've liked what I've seen out of Ross Chastain here lately. He has a 16.4 average finish at these types of tracks, and he has finished, he's in that wreck at Phoenix earlier this year with Joey Logano, but at Martinsville, no, I think he had a, did he get in trouble there too? He might have, I don't know. But I like what I've seen out of Ross lately. The speed seems to be coming back a little bit. Here recently, he's been doing better at these types of tracks as well. Like looking at my average speed rank and average finishing chart here that I get from Ryan at iFantasy Race on Twitter. Give him a follow. But just looking at this, he just seems to always be around that 13th to like 8th place area. So I really like this number for him at plus 230. Next guy I like is Alex Bowman at plus 300. 48 car. He's a Hendrick car. To get him top 10 at this number, again, I understand that Bowman is not been as good. Hendrick as a whole has been off, especially towards the beginning of the year, and then Bowman had his injury. But Alex Bowman has a 12.0 average finish at these types of tracks. He's done really well. Now, the beginning of 2025 was really good for him. Okay? Last 3, not as good, but I feel like the Chevys and Hendrick are starting to hit on it a little bit more. So I really like what Bowman, his potential. He's had good speed as well. He ranks 13th overall at 14.33 average speed ranking. So I think for him to get a top 10, again, I just always like to look for those numbers for top 10s and stuff when it's a team like that. Even if he is maybe the last guy on the list of the Hendrick drivers as far as like talent, that can be debated. But plus 300 for a Hendrick car to get top 10. That's a good odd, and I'm going to take that. My final top 10 pick is Michael McDowell, the 71 at plus 650 on FanDuel. Michael McDowell has an average finish of 15.7 at these types of tracks, but here's what really kind of grabbed my attention. In the last 3, so New Hampshire 2025, Phoenix number 2, so the last race of the season last year, and then Phoenix this year, he has been top 10, 8th, and 9th. Then, did he finish top 10 in Martinsville this year? He did not. But, similar tracks, he has been trending in the right direction. Spire as a whole has been trending in the right direction this year. He has obviously been the less talked about probably out of the 3. But this is a really good spot to get a good run. He's definitely due for a good run, needs a good run if he wants to have any shot at trying to get into a chase spot. So, Michael McDowell plus 650. That's my long shot top 10 for this week. But we're going to move right along because I got to make this quick. Moving on to winners. Winners should go pretty quick because I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it because a lot of them are pretty obvious. First guy I got is Ryan Blaney in the number 12 car at plus 500 on DraftKings. I think he can go back-to-back. Ryan Blaney is at the top of the stats as far as average finish. He has an average finish of 6th. He's got 3 wins in the last 3 tracks like this. So he won New Hampshire, won the last race at Phoenix, won Phoenix this year. Martinsville this year, he was 6th. So really, really good at these types of tracks. We know that Penske really does well at these short, flat tracks. He's got the best average speed rank of 3.14. So Ryan Blaney, I think he can go back to back. Next guy that I like, and this is who I'm actually big on, probably have given it away already, but that's Christopher Bell. I think he's finally going to get it done. I actually put a little bit more on him than I did the rest of these picks this week because it just feels like it is time for him to stop being a second place driver, as he says, and get that win. Toyotas have been phenomenal. I think as much as Penske can be good at these, Toyota's just been better everywhere. So I think this is going to be the Seabell show. He does have the 4th overall best average finish at 8.9. 9.3, I apologize. Then his average speed rank, he is 3rd overall with a 5.43. He's just really good. The other thing that I have noticed is he's going up against Blaney in the in-season challenge, and every time so far, every round, which the first round kind of doesn't count because there's so many people in it, but every round the winner has been somebody who is still in the in-season challenge, and they win to obviously advance. So I think there's a good chance that the winner comes out of Blaney or Bell. Those would be my two heaviest picks, and I think it's Bell who gets it done and then also moves on in the in-season challenge. But I'm going to move on with my next pick, and that is Kyle Larson at plus 900. Larson has won here before, and it was before the repave, but he put on just a complete clinic. Larson and that Hendrick team, that number 5 team, they've been doing better. They've been getting more speed. Really what it comes down to is Larson going to step on it, like they say, and take himself out, spin himself out. If he doesn't do that, he's going to be a contender. He's 3rd overall in best average finish at 8.9. He is 6th overall in average speed rank at 7.43. But really what it is it's Larson at almost plus 1,000 to win. I know he hasn't done it yet, and it keeps, week after week, it's longer and longer since he's last won. So I'm taking advantage of him at plus 900. I think that's just really good odds. I mean, at one point, we thought we would never see that. So Larson, plus 900 at FanDuel. Like that pick. Next pick I have is Joey Logano at plus 1,100 on FanDuel. This really is more of it's a Penske thing. Penske does good here, like I said. At these types of tracks, Logano, this is honestly his bread and butter because he's good at the drafting tracks, but a lot of stuff can happen there. Not as much stuff can happen. You don't have your big wrecks and all this other things happen at these tracks. Logano is 5th overall in average finish with a 10th place average finish. He finished 31st at that Phoenix race earlier this year, if you remember him wrecking with Chastain, which I talked about earlier, which really hurt that average because before that, he had 4 races in a row of being top 5. He ranks 4th overall in average speed rank at 6.14. He finished 3rd at Martinsville earlier this year, showing that he, even though he is definitely in a slump, can still get a good finish. So I like Joey Logano at plus 1,100. Another one that Penske is going to be good. I imagine if Penske's good, Blaney is probably going to be the one that you would expect to win. But we have seen it before where it's Logano who ends up being the class of the field in the Penske group. So I like that number at plus 1,100. Then my last pick is Ty Gibbs at plus 1,600 on DraftKings. This one was my last pick that I ended up taking. I was really struggling to find a 5th guy. But then Ty Gibbs just kind of stuck out to me because his average finish is not going to be something that will jump out at you. His average finish at these types of tracks is 19.1. What I'm looking at is this year alone. We all know, Gibbs got his first win, obviously. It was a short track. It was Bristol. Not flat, so it is different, but still a short track. But Gibbs has been so much better this year. I think he's 2nd in best average finish in the last 5 races, period. And in these types of tracks, so at Phoenix, he finished, let me find it here, 4th. And then at Martinsville, he finished 4th. So that's 2 top 5s on short flat tracks this year, and at plus 1,600 for, again, kind of going back to the Bowman thing, this is plus 1,600 for a guy who's already won this year, won on a short track this year, has finished top 5 in the 2 other kind of short, flat tracks that we have ran this year, and he's in one of those Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas. I like that pick a lot. I will take that number. Ty Gibbs at plus 1,600. So, those are my picks. Please comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you like any of those picks? Are you taking any of those picks? What picks do you have that might differ from me that you are taking? If you don't already, please like, share, subscribe, follow me on my social medias. You can find my TikTok where I do like a race rating. I do a flag stand segment. I'll do a shorter version of this where I just kind of rattle off the picks real quick. If you'd rather just have this in like a short form and not the 15-minute thing. So follow me on there. Other than that, I'm looking forward to North Wilkesboro. I hope you are too. I will be back Sunday night or maybe Monday, depending on how traveling back home goes, for a post-race take show. But if I'm not back, again, follow me on the social medias and you will know what's going on with it. I'm Eddie NASCAR. This is Chase for the Checkers. See ya.